Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to present to you Motion by Define You, exclusively distributed through Canaglobe. This product was designed with your health in mind and formulated with the most nutrient-rich ingredients we could find. Not only will it help you burn fat, curb your appetite, and increase energy, it also has a mushroom blend that will help with your focus, your endurance, your immunity, and it's packed with antioxidants. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to get in motion. That's some good stuff, man. You want to get your business in motion? Get you some motion.
People over 30 days, that's what I did. Out of those 100 people, about 40 of them said, man, I'm not ever going to do a business like that. About 40 of them said, I'd be interested in trying, at least finding out the information. And today, I think out of all those people, I think I've got 21 active. Of those 21 active people, probably everybody else. People like often like to give me way too much credit. Say, Eric, you got one of the biggest teams in Canada, 10,000 people. I was like, no, I got a team of 21. Those 21 built a team of 10,000. I never want to take the credit for what others have done. All I did was just be in the right place at the right time. And if you guys are wondering if today you're in the right place at the right time, all I can do is assure you that you are. The industry is burgeoning. The industry is just getting started. The opportunity is just beginning. We really just launched April 20th of this year. Now we got a whole lot of things together. We got a whole lot of things we're putting together from now to the end of the year. You guys could not have been positioned at a better time and place in this company than you guys are right now. And I'll talk a little bit about that. One thing I don't think that she did bring up, that I used to own 3 cannabis stores in the state of Texas. I was the first one to introduce flower to the state of Texas. Legal flower to the state of Texas. When I did that, I was in a room full of a few hundred people. And half the room was law enforcement. Half the room was law enforcement. It was district attorneys and AGs, attorney generals, trying to figure out how they can arrest me. And I knew that this movement was just beginning. I knew a lot of people didn't understand, but I also had the vision to know exactly where it was going. And so when I got the call, well, actually, Reggie Ridge in the back, I got the call. And Marty Hill, the CEO, was talking about it. Man, I was ear hustling so hard, I could have broke my neck trying to listen. And Reggie Red said, I ain't doing that business. I said, Reggie Red, I said, you just need to get a link, brother, and I'll make you $1 million. Reggie Red said, man, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing none of that weed business. I ain't doing none of that kind of stuff. And then he looked up the top 10 health benefits of cannabis. And he was like, shit, I got 5 of these problems. Brought it over to Sierra. Sierra said, hey, I'm glad you brought that home. But if you decide to do this business, you have to find yourself another home. Because you ain't doing it and bringing none of those products in here. It took a while for him to convince us, guys. But where we are today is largely because of luck, happenstance, good fortune, and the providence of God. That's where we are today. So I'm excited today to be able to introduce this company to you through the opportunity. But you're going to hear from some other TVC and some other great leaders. You're going to hear from Reggie Ridge. You're going to hear from Keith Williams. Then I'll get a chance to introduce Keith. Am I introducing you? Okay. I'll get a chance to introduce Keith. You're going to figure all this out. But I'm going to introduce to you guys right now Canaglobe. It's a virtual dispensary opportunity. How many of you guys are not Indians? Excellent, excellent. You know, a few years ago, before I moved to Dallas, Texas, I'm originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan, by the way, Mr. Y'all some country folk in this land. So, I came down about 15 years ago, got to the county space, ran across Marty Hill, ran across Waco, little county space. And I was reading a book by Bill Gates. It's called The Road Ahead. I highly recommend all of you guys read it. And in that book, The Road Ahead, and in that book he said in the future there's only going to be two types of businesses. Those that are online and those that are out of business. And I don't care what city, state that you live in, even if it's a land, even Italy. If you're riding down the street, you're going to see stores after stores that are going out of business. Typically staples of American industry and retail, like JCPenney's, struggling to even survive because of how it. So the fact that it's a virtual opportunity should pretty much impress upon you how big this opportunity really is. You know, I was talking to a guy who has a physical dispensary, and he didn't believe it was coming. And I said, everything's going online. I said, everything. I said, I understand you spend a lot of money for a brick and mortar dispensary, and I applaud you for taking that step and doing that. But if you think it's going to survive the next 5 years, you're mistaken. I said, if COVID didn't teach us anything, it taught us this one thing. And that is people are more than ready, willing, and able than ever before to get products delivered right to their front door, instead of driving across town, standing in line behind somebody who might call. My former business partner since COVID has not stepped foot inside of a mall. He has not stepped foot inside of a Walmart. He gets everything delivered Amazon Prime. Hasn't gone to the grocery store, he gets everything delivered right to his front door instantly. Right? I remember a time and place when none of us had cell phones. Now some of us walk around with two. Some of us will start driving down the street, realize we left our cell phone back home, we're gonna go all the way back home. Sometimes you have to understand that you may not see the trend, but you just have to understand where the trend is going. So everything's going online. The fact that it's a real dispensary, like I've been involved, guys, I'm sure some of you guys have been too, in network marketing companies with products, and they struggle to introduce 1 or 2 products a year. Our company introduced 30 products in the month of January alone, got brand new one every single day. We currently have about 300 products on the market, with another 200 products coming before the year is out. Some of them may come from future brand winners. Some of them may have your names and faces on it.
That's right.
Yeah. When I say dispensary, guys, this is a dispensary. This is not what you would typically find at your typical Amazon. 7 or 8 products with the struggle for them to create new products coming out every time. We don't have that issue. So as a dispensary, guys, we have everything. As an industry, we're in the right place at the right time. If you guys are in here, you're already in the business, you have it easy. You have it really easy. It's much easier than I had when I had everybody trying to arrest me. Right now, the industry is being supported by the media. When Rolling Stone magazine says it seems like a new state is legalized nearly every week, you're not high, it's really happening. Right? Who's from Ohio? Y'all from Ohio. When did Ohio legalize? In November. And it is currently one of the fastest growing markets for cannabis. Wait till Texas. We come on in. Yeah, I think we're bigger than CNBC calls it the new gold rush. I call it the green rush. The money's green, the plant is green. Forbes magazine, they did their homework, said they could hit $100 billion easily. The Wall Street Journal says, hey, this industry is now allowing people to come into the industry and start a business that just a few short years ago we'd have marched them off to prison. When I say the timing could not be better, it could not be better. When you start looking at Grandview Research, they actually did all the metrics. They started doing all the analytics. They started doing all the research and the homework. And he said right now, and I like to call it the stoner market, $35, $40 billion today. Expected to grow to $135 billion in 6 years. Why is that happening? Is there going to be that many more stoners in the world? No. People have begun to figure out that they'd rather be healthy and and use natural plant medicine to be healthy. There's more people in this world that want to be healthy than there is that want to be high, including me. Amen. As I get older and older and older, I start waking up with brand new hurts I ain't never had. When I know if I go to the doctor, but he'll take these pills. And then come back every 6 months, let me run some tests on your liver and your kidney and find out what your electrolytes is looking like. Because they know that the pills they give us destroy our body. So no. And for those of you guys who are medical doctors in the world, Dr. Nothing against the medical community, I think there's a place for it. But I really believe in my heart of hearts that industrial medicine should be your medicine of last resort. And plants should become your medicine of choice. That's how we shift the stick. These are conversations that we can't have by buying billboards, media ads on the Super Bowl. Right? But we can have these conversations with our friends and our family at the dinner table, at the kitchen table. So we can do that privately. And if we do it enough with that, we can shift the stigma. I remember when I first got started, back prior to 2018 Farm Bill, where we were versus where we are today. 70% of Americans today said they wish that cannabis was completely descheduled. That's 70% of Americans. The other 30% probably claim from Arizona. Some of them live in Ypsilanti. The rest of us are shifting the stigma. You see, we have an endocannabinoid system, and it's as important to your body as all the other systems that you put. The respiratory system helps you transport oxygen. The circulatory system helps you transport the blood. Your digestive system helps you transport nutrients throughout your body. Your lymphatic system helps to detoxify and remove toxins from your body. The endocannabinoid system helps all those other systems work at their best performing level. It's attached to every major organ in your body, from your brain, your spleen, your stomach, your liver, your bone, your pancreas. It's attached to every single thing. So what happens if you need a nutrient that covers everything and you're not getting it in your body? It's got to manifest itself in some form of disease, sickness, or illness. If you don't have enough vitamin C inside your body, you're going to get scurvy. If you don't have enough vitamin D inside your body, you're going to get herpes. If you don't have enough cannabinoids inside the body that has an endocannabinoid system designed to transport these cannabinoids to every major organ and every major system in your body, what do you think happens to you? Out of balance. You're out of balance. So people have often asked me, say, Eric, how can one plant heal and treat so many different things? My answer is always the same. Because those illnesses and those diseases that you're suffering from, those autoimmune diseases that you're suffering from, they're not purposely in your body. They're there from a lack of proper nutrition, which includes that. Nice. That makes sense just to you? Yes. All right. So now we can go on to the company. You see, in 2019, we were voted Best Holistic CBD Beauty Line. 2020, we were voted Best Made in the United States Hemp Derived Products. 2021, Best Hemp Products Provided. Just last year, Nutraceutical Company of the Year. You know how good you gotta be for your haters to vote you better than that? That just means we're good. People are now calling us the new Amazon because now, instead of brick and mortar, it's click and mortar, and we're doing it all with cannabis. But we have an opportunity for any one of you guys to get your own brand. You don't know what that is yet, but I'm gonna tell you, it's powerful. It's powerful. When you have your own brand, you can become a household name that can even outlast you on this earth, and your family can continue to live. It's generational work, exactly right. If you're one of the first 10 internationals, you don't have any of those yet, you can have your own brand, guaranteed. If you're one of the first 5 nationals, you become a national, you get your own brand, guaranteed. If you work really hard, no matter your rank, no matter when you join this business, you can win a promo and still get your brand fully paid for by corporate and share in the company-wide revenue of the whole company. They ain't got to be on your team. You get your own brand, that's enough to change your whole life. Yep. And I'm saying that from experience because I got my own brand. And my brand by itself pays a significant portion of my living expenses. Not including the opportunity of being able to do. We are really the most innovative, disruptive, and compelling business models that you've ever seen. So if you want a beard oil, you can do that. If you want a skincare cream, you can do that. You want to introduce a products, you can do that. Hold your question to the end.
I'm agreeing.
Oh, you agree? Oh, that was you saying amen.
Yes.
We are absolutely changing the game around the world, guys. We're just getting started. We are not yet the largest dispensary in America, but we will be. We are not yet the largest dispensary in the world, but you can bet money on it. And you're not going to lose a nickel when that happens. We got great products. If you're not 420 friendly, it's cool. You can make $1 million just selling coffee. I've seen a company do that. You can build your entire business model, introduce this to all your friends who simply just want to lose a few pounds by using Keith's product. And you say, man, I'm not 420 friendly. You're like, you ain't got nothing against peaches though, do you? Put them on that peach tea, help them define themselves and define you peach. We got some mushroom products, we got some athletic drinks, we got Dr. Wright formula that does have a little bit of THC, this whole thing. This coffee is my favorite product in the whole thing. I mean, I really like my product, but I start off my day with that product. You know what I mean? We got microdosing of mushrooms, we got THC infused fried chicken batter. That's not my favorite product, but it's right up there. We got brownie mix, we got aphrodisiac shots for him and her, we got pre-rolls, we got flour, we got it. How many of you guys like flour? Marty understands it. He's looking out. We will be introducing 7 grams, 14 grams, 28 grams and ounces. How many of you guys like the mushrooms? Beautiful. Beautiful. I, very 420 friendly, didn't even know all the health benefits of mushrooms. But because of this company, I've come to learn it. I've come to understand it. And I began to incorporate it into my diet because, of course, my body. How do you become the brand? What do you get to become the brand? Reggie Franklin, stand up.
I am. That's good.
Marty said, hey, we're going to allow you guys to have your own brand in the dispensary. And I know a lot of people didn't even understand what that meant. But that brother right there proved it could happen. And then he started showing everybody what the money looked like. Everybody understands. He introduced a product called Sidekicks because of Sierra. Sierra, you stand up. You see, he was trying to figure out what name to call it. I said, man, call it midgets. That'd be cool. Small guys. Small guys. I said, call it Reggie. And they were like, man, he's calling Reggie, ain't nobody gonna buy it. Nobody would know Reggie. Out the blue, she came up and turned sidekicks. And for about 30 seconds, he didn't like it. And I was like, man, that is genius. Because all of our products got a kick in. You can cut them in half. And then the half of product that has half the dosage. And he's short, call it sidekick. I was like, I don't know if she teasing him and giving him a hard time, but that's genius. He introduced his first product, Kiwi Gummies, strawberry Kiwi Gummies, the #1 selling product in the back office for a long time. Then he introduced Fruit Punch. And it's stronger, right? It's stronger than its original formula. Yes.
Why you ain't telling that, man?
I'm strong. Christopher Goldman, she's not here, but she was suffering with bouts of depression. So she introduced a product called Botanica Zeta Joy. Has a kava component attached to it. Do some research on that, do some homework on that, but it's definitely a really enhancing process. If you're one of those people that struggle with just living your life outside of the malaise and a certain amount of apathy, that's a great product to have. This handsome guy right here. 10,000 comedians out of work, you trying to tell jokes. This handsome guy right here introduce a product that was near and dear to my heart, the Rick Simpson brand. It is really the product that spearheaded this entire movement, and I was in it from the very, very beginning. And it reminded me so much of my life growing up. My brother, who had asthma, used to treat himself with asthma by smoking weed. And I was like, bro, that don't make no sense. You already got bad lungs. Why you quit smoking? He said it helps him breathe. It didn't make no sense to me back then. Now I understand it medically, how it reduces inflammation, right? Reduces swelling. I understand it. I didn't understand it back then. My grandfather hated the fact that I was smoking these left-handers, like you like to call them. Hated the fact that I smoked it. Had no problem coming to my house to grab whatever was left off the ashtrays, put it in a jar of green alcohol, let it soak, and then use it for pain. Shoulders, hips, and knees. And I remember asking him, which I was like, how does that help? He was like, son, it's the only thing that does. Then I was like, well, why are you so mad at me for smoking? But if I knew then what I know now, is that it was strictly natural analgesic properties and natural anti-inflammatory properties off the plant, I would have made a heck of a lot more money selling that stuff to the old folks than selling regular plant to my kids. That's all this is. You answer it for me? If it's for me, though, I'm happy. So Rick Simpson, he cured himself of skin cancer. That's why it's called RSO, Rick Simpson. He cured himself of skin cancer against the advice and counsel of his doctors and the medical community. And then he went out and helped 5,000 other people cure themselves of cancer. In fact, you often hear him say, find one disease, find one illness, and he can't. So I'm going to take this one little stat, then I'll go on to the next slide. The National Institute of Health in 1971, this is a long time ago, before some of you people were even born. The National Institute of Health did a study on cannabis and cancer and found that with stage 4 cancer, 20% of the time, without chemotherapy, without radiation, just cannabis, cancer would have 20% of the time. And then I think it was 1974, they decided to make it a Schedule I drug, so there could be no further research on cancer. I'm just saying. I'm not a conspiracy nut, but I'm just saying. If that makes any sense to y'all, it'll make no sense to me. Outside of greedy corporate interests. But this shit. Chris and Paula openly introduced a product that's great called the Golden Gift is turmeric. There's a lot of health benefits to turmeric, anti-inflammation as well. There's a lot of people that have been using turmeric in cancer as well. It is a fantastic product to also have. Keith Williams. If you stand up. I can tell you, Keith Williams is probably the 420th friendly guy I've ever met in my life. I said Keith, because I was talking about who I done introduced this business to. I called him Keith, who's hanging out. I was like, Keith, you 420 friendly? He's like, man, what you talking about? I'm high right now. So as I was guessing what kind of product he was coming out with, I never would have guessed that he came up with a product that has no THC in it. Has no cannabis in it at all. What's near and dear to his heart, and let him talk about it when he comes up here and speak, is weight loss. And I'm not going to steal his thunder, let him talk about it. But I'm like, man, how are you the 420th in the world? I thought you would have came out with some great weed. That's what I was. He said, no, I want something that's going to help everybody around the world. That's the type of guy he is. Nika Hudson said, I'm a bundle of energy, I'm a bundle of joy. I want a product that's basically put me in a balance. She came up with a product with THCP in it. How many of you guys have heard of THCP? My man, where you from? Yeah. You know what THCP is? The what? It's an extra molecule attached to the phosphorus, right? It's a fatty molecule. It makes it 300 times stronger than traditional THC. I won't say 300 times, 300%. So basically 3 times stronger. How many of you guys tried that product here? then Keith's gonna let us, give access to this. I'm gonna let Keith handle it. Now everybody's looking for your conversation. Then you got Heather Dye. We call her Bam Bam because she's so wild and crazy. She got a product, slay all day and snooze all night. That's how she lives her life. She goes from 0 to 100, back to 0. That's her lifestyle. She's sort of like that. And those are gummies. They're very, very attractive too. We have some new brand winners, which is Nate Garrett. We got Mark Wolf. Both of these guys, we introduced their products, I believe, in the DMV. We have that come up. We got Snoop Dogg gummies. Why is this product over here? I'm gonna tell you the real reason why he got his product over here. Because he heard Reggie Ridge had his product over here. He found out that Reggie Ridge was making $2.50 a pack, and he was only making 50 cents a pack. And it's like, why the hell he making $2.50? Don't nobody know who the hell he is. And I get 50 cents. He said, I need my product to be expensive. Cheech and Chong said, I need my product to be expensive. Rick Ross said, I need my product to be expensive. We got 90 plus more celebrities under contract already. All racing to come over. Better and better. Dan Bilzerian, Instagram, 33 million followers. Holly Barker, Scotty Huss. These are celebrity influencers all over Instagram and TikTok. Why? Because we got great products. Over 200, really good products. We got everything that you might like, and we have it all backed by nanotechnology. By nano, guys, I simply mean smaller than a micron. I don't mean it's got robots attached to it. No conspiracy theories needed, not attached to no satellites. They're not tracking you. It just means smaller than a micron. It makes it more faster active. It increases the bioavailability of it. We hang it in water, make it water soluble because your body's made of mostly water. So through osmosis, you can absorb more of it. That's the reason why our products hit minutes and others don't. I remember trying others before 11 o'clock and even to 1 o'clock in the morning when I was ready to go home. These products right here, they do the job when you want to do the job. How was it legal? 2018 Farm Bill. I can go into detail on that, but I'm not today. DEA certified labs, I can go into detail on that, but I'm not today. What I will tell you though is this. If you was going through the airport in DFW trying to fly to say Alaska, and they confiscated all your product, they can only send it to the same lab you've already had our product sent to and tested. Why? Because we anticipated people might have a few problems. Currently, we're in 26 countries around the world. My product can only be sold in one. Keith's product can be sold in all of them. When you look at that brother, you don't think he's smarter than me, but he figured it out. So what's the man, you should never open your mouth. So what's this opportunity like, guys? So the 3D prints that I had cost about $250,000 to start. I had to borrow the money, bet the farm on it basically. In order to get a bill, in order to get the license, in order to get the permits, in order to get the price, all those kinds of stuff. We're going to give you the opportunity to get involved over less than $1,000 virtually. With no hassles like I have. Trying to get permits, trying to get background checks, trying to get names, whatever. You got to have no experience because we're going to teach you everything you need. You don't have to have a storefront because now everything's going online. People are used to shopping. You don't have to have any inventory because we stock it all and we drop ship it to your customers for you. You don't have to have a license for it because you ain't got to apologize for it because it's 100% legal and people want the products that we got. So you got two choices. You can come in as a BDO. Pay $299 one time. Once. Pay $25 a month for your dispensary. That's going to give you two websites. A business website, a retail website, and it's going to give you access to an app to help you build your business. Then you put yourself on an auto ship. Buy a product that you like every month, or a product you want to sample. I highly recommend you buy a product that you want to sample out every single month. Let me say that again. I highly recommend that you buy a product you want to sample out. Otherwise, you keep your entire business a secret. Sir, we'll answer questions.
One favor, please. go back so I can take a picture of that opportunity?
Sure, I'll just take a picture.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Anybody else take a picture? Now, for those of you guys who like to train, you guys like to educate, there's a position called the BDO. This is what I like about that position. I've heard it said that billionaires have 7 or 8 different income streams. So I think it is absolutely genius of Marty Hill to put a second revenue stream aside the same opportunity. You can get paid for training. Not only that, but you get trained at a higher level so you know how to train. And I will show you what that money looks like in a minute. But you pay $5.99 one time, basically a $300 difference, and you can upgrade it anytime. So how does it work? Share your store, let people buy products. Share the business, sample products, let people buy products. Start earning commission. Let them show it all over their social media. That's what people do today anyway. And when they become qualified, they raise up to $299. They got the video or pro pack with the pay expense. They got $100 in check and product purchases. They're eligible to receive all those levels of income. And if you're the guy that introduced you to them, you'll make $100 when that happens. Now, as a businessman, I'm looking at ROI. Looking at my rate of return. I'm looking at the velocity of money. That's me. If I'm gonna put $300 up, I wanna know how fast I can make $300 back. Trust and believe I'll make my $300 back before the end of the day when I start deciding. Right? That means that every dollar I've made since then is all great. Right? That's not perspective on business. That should be your perspective too. But never make your minimums your maximums. I didn't stop at 3 people. I introduced it to 42. Half of them stopped, but I kept going. I'm gonna highly recommend you guys do the same thing. Why not make $100 off each and every single one of your friends? Wait, that been working out to you at home? Some of y'all might have better friends than me. My friend ain't been working nothing, but my friend Keith, he's done pretty good. Ron said, yeah. So we have 4 levels of leadership in this business. If you're an area, please stand up. Area leader. Well, not let's give them Keep standing. I'm asking one at a time. How long did it take you to make it? A month. Do you know how many people you have in your team total? I'm just guessing. How many did you personally introduce? 8 turns of 32. That's the beginning. Thank you, man. How long you been in business?
I've been in since January, but I didn't get my first event until March 11th.
Okay. So from March 11th to the day, you did it.
51. Wow. Between customers and people.
Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate you. Sir, you?
I came in, December. I made area with Mom. Cause that's my mom. So her numbers are my numbers.
So her numbers is y'all numbers.
Yeah. So I'm like, go ahead, Mom. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. So I don't know. She got the numbers. So
You got some of them.
yeah. But so about a week before Vegas.
Now, how many people did you personally introduce this business?
I personally brought in 5 or 6. Yeah, about 5 or 6 folks.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. What about you, man?
So my numbers, I'm gonna say what I have, what he has, and what she has. I've been in this business since December. And how long did it take me to leave the area?
About 4 Vegas.
No, the day that we landed in Vegas was
Yeah,
when I
they was
landed.
landing.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. And you?
I came in probably the beginning of April, and I attended the launch. And thanks to Miss Barbara right here. When I tell you this woman has pushed me, then she put Reggie on me. I don't know where he is. After I talked to Reggie, get to area.
Oh.
You know, so this is one of my recruits. A lot of her people are on my team as
Love it.
well. Well, all of them are. All of them are.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So it's true. You're in business by yourself, for yourself, being in business by yourself. You can't even get to where you need to be without breaking up this book. Thank you, ma'am, I appreciate you. And I'll come to the youngest person in the room.
Right.
Ron, how long you been doing?
Hi, I started last summer. I recruited my first 3 in 1 week, and I became area in 2 months.
And how many people on your team today?
Over 100 today on my team.
And Dr. Rumley?
Yes, so I joined back in December. Like I showed you guys at the launch the next day. Right, I got my 4 people that night. I made area in record timing. I probably personally sponsored 11 people myself within that short period of time of making
That's
area.
$100, right?
Yeah, I probably put 16 in total. Probably did area within a month. And I have probably like almost 30 people on my team now.
I have 100 people and I have about 34 videos. It took me a while because I was doing a lot of research. I wanted to find out exactly about it because I had the medical background, so I did a lot of research and started studying and getting articles and everything. And this lady here, when I got her in, actually heard the lady that in our aqua aerobics class, I brought in her sorority sister. And her sorority sister brought her in, and from there we just have blossomed because they're ready to go. And I kept saying, if I just get somebody who's ready to go, I'm ready to go.
Right.
And that's what I did.
You young lady?
I have 25
25 in your business.
I'm just amazed. I'm big and strong. Well, she's my tutor.
Oh, we got it right.
That's right. And I'm her back. So that's all I
I love it.
But, I've got people that have qualified people.
You're in
Yes.
Jackson.
Ms. Carter, I feel like I didn't answer all your questions, but I hit area in 7 days after I got started. And then, another one directly, I sponsored 6 directly.
6 direct. How many people you interviewed?
51, that includes, so it's about a little bit over 30 videos.
There you go. So there's no way that you're gonna ever become area and become regional by yourself. You're in area search, is that what you said? I'll try to scoot that out. Just so you know. Mr. Lewis.
Yes, sir. I've got personally sponsored. I got in during pre-launch just about a year ago. Personally sponsored 30 people, roughly 30 people, and that team is approaching 400.
Here's why I asked that question, because it's an area, when you introduce somebody brand new, they make $175. And every time anybody in that entire area goes, if these people go out there today and start introducing brand new people, they make $175. And if next month, next week, next year, they end up with a room like this where they're standing in front of them, everybody in that area to go, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75. It's $75 for unlimited dose. And then some of you guys are gonna have teams of 25, some of you guys are gonna have teams of 400, some of you guys are gonna have teams of 1,000, some of you guys are gonna have teams of 10,000. And you gotta fall in somebody's area code, no matter how big it is. If you're regional, you make $200 and $100 on the way down, no matter how wide, no matter how deep. If you're a regional, please stand. Regional above, please stand. So, what I want to ask the regionals is this. Just got two. Does this business work?
Yes, absolutely. Only if you work it. You didn't have to work it.
Just say it.
Just get to area as quickly as you can get there. Success loves speed. So get your 3 and keep it moving.
Excellent. Thank you. And the little guy in the corner. Security.
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna ask you pretty much the same 2 questions. But first, what would you like everybody in this room to know about Capital?
Build faster, sooner, and harder. Don't wait. I waited, and I missed out on the opportunity to have somebody that's a top 20 income earner in my business. Don't waste any time. Because this business is growing rapidly, and people are coming from far and wide.
And does this business work?
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna have a national stand-up because I'm one versus one, keeps what we all got all the time. But if we can introduce to somebody brand new, we make $225. And if they go out and introduce to somebody brand new, we make $125 all the way down, no matter how wide, no matter how deep. That's the reason why I keep launching somebody nearly 3 times every day. You say you said no, but I'm like, yeah, I can see all your activity, brother. Reggie is pretty darn close to becoming international. I can directly see all of this activity, but I can indirectly see all of this activity. I know what's happening. I see them. Because some of the people call me up, like, man, Reggie was on fire last night. I'm like, you should have put him out a little bit so I can catch up. But we currently don't have any international. That's how big this opportunity is. $275 if you're international in Soy Brands. And $175 all the way down. And then we made it so that that's right. So the cool thing is, though, we also appreciate you. We appreciate how you support other people. We appreciate how you train other people. We appreciate how you develop other leaders. So much so that Marty said that when you do that, you're the branch of region or above, and you help somebody direct you to the region or above. Every single time they get a check, you get a check. That's a 20% check. So if you do that, your income becomes guaranteed. I know Reggie Grant's pretty much call me every morning. Bro, you all right? You need him? You need him? Anything I can do for you? You ain't sick in that bitch. You want to make sure I'm out there producing because he know when I get paid, I get paid. And every time he get paid, he get paid. I feel like I'm missing out on something. Whatever that is for us, that's enough. So in a second, we're going to talk about some numbers. Because I always believe that the bottom line is the bottom line, yes or yes? Yes. Y'all don't believe that. The bottom line is the bottom line, yes or yes? Yes. That's a little better. Things that make sense often make dollars, yes or yes? Yes. I'm going to show you something that makes so much sense that nobody will be able to say no to this opportunity. When we sell products, every time a product is sold, an average person spending north of $200, you're making 3%, 6%, 9%, or 12% into perpetuity. Now, what that looks like, when you introduce to somebody brand new, you're making 15% off of that too. That means you can earn 15 plus the 3, plus the 3, plus the 3, up to 27%. I am a national income. I keep forgetting to say national, I was thinking people. But I'm a national income. I've got about 3 people that spend over $1,000 a month on products who are direct to me. Who are direct to me. I want you guys to know that's enough to pay a few bills. Perfect. And because I'm a trainer, I get paid anywhere from $40 to $100 for everybody I train. I'm not bragging, I'm not trying to impress you right now, what I'm about to say, but I'm done trying to impress somebody. The most amount of money I've made training in this company was $1,300. Training people came onto my Zoom all at the same time. Took about an hour and a half, and the money's in my back office before I finished training. There's nothing special about me. I was just the first among my friends, just as you guys are. As my friends want to do likewise, and they start training people, I'm making $25 to $200 every time they're training for them. That's like I just sent Keith Williams to go to the gym and work out, and I'm at home getting all the muscles. So this is why it makes a lot of sense. How many of you guys got at least 3 friends? Everybody? Let's say that you only have 3 friends. Is it fair to say that if you got 3 friends, your friends got 3 friends? Is it also fair to say that they got 3 friends too? And then fair to say they got 3? Right? It's so simple that if you just got 3 friends, when you come to Aaron, you help them out, and they do the same thing, by the time that happens 6 levels down, you have 729 people. That happens in your area code, that's $54,675 one time. Can John use an extra $55,000? It's an extra $55,000. If you did the training on all of them because you decided to become a trainer when you come on board, that's another $29,000 in training that you'll also get. If they're all spending an average of $50 each and they got 5 customers each, you're walking around with a residual income check of $15,000 on a monthly basis. That's an extra $180,000 a year. Could y'all spend that? Yes or yes? Yes. And y'all would give me half of that too, right? Yes or no? You good? Nobody want to give me half of it? Sure. Man, I'm about done here. That's where you break down. That's where you draw the line at. Just give me some of your money. But I understand it. Listen, sir, if you're making $15,000 a month for somewhere on my team, probably, I'm sure I'm getting my portion. Right? And I'm okay with that. And if you're not making $15,000 a month, you just need to reach out to me, Reggie, and Kiki for more, so we can only get there. That makes sense? Yeah. That's what we do for each other. Guys, we got some great events coming up tonight. I'm going to get into all those things. But if you're in the company, there is opportunities for you to travel. And as you travel, there's opportunities for you to have fun. Whether it's in Puerto Rico, whether it's in the DMV, whether it's in Horseshoe Bay, Texas, whether it's in Puerto Rico again, whether or not it's in Orlando, Florida, all you gotta do is get back to the person that invites you to Zoom and say, listen, sign me up for that, and I wanna be part of the ship and start helping Americans ship the stigma from. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Eric Carter. I am a national leader. It's been my pleasure to be a presenter this morning. But now I've got distinct pleasure of introducing the person who made it all possible for me. Because without him building the company to the level that he built the company, I would not be where I am in the company. Like I said, when I joined, he was the first person I thought of. The only reason why he's not the third person to join the company because the third person to join the company is sitting next to me when I joined. Otherwise, Keith would have been the third person. He was absolutely the first person I thought of. Matter of fact, Keith is the kind of person that, if you know him in your life, you got any type of business venture, he's the person on your team. Why? Because he's one of the hardest working individuals I've ever come across. He's one of the most structured individuals I've ever seen in this arena. He's one of the most helpful and generous people with his time you'll ever find. He's one of those people that if he got a little bit extra money, he feels like we got a little bit extra money. Because I've seen him help his team out with things that they need, help his team in various capacities, whether it's to go to an event or to try and find. I've seen him do those things. I've seen Keith help people that didn't even ask him when teams are around and who they're part of. I've seen Keith say, yeah, I'll help you launch your business, didn't even ask nothing back in return, you find it over here. I've seen Keith help people. I've seen Keith have probably more fun than any of us other leaders on top. Because he liked to have fun, that's what he do. But he wouldn't be doing none of it if he didn't like to make money. Without further ado, guys, I want to introduce top performance council member, national BDO, top earner, top trainer, VIP, that's what we call it? MVP. The MVP. The VIP MVP. I want to get out of the way of greatness right now and introduce to you all and present to others my good friend and junior business partner, Mr. Keith Williams.
Let's give it up to my senior business partner, Mr. Keith. I wouldn't be able to pronounce half them words that wasn't him. You're right, he is part of me. I got my, you know about my PhD, man, don't play me like that.
PhD?
I got it in 6 years. I took me 6 years to get it. All right. Woo! So, we can turn that off. Y'all doing all right? Yeah. Just be like, I'm about to say something prolific. I'm about to send y'all a break. I'm too hot to say it. Don't judge us, right? We do this for a living. But no, man, I'm definitely excited to be here. I'm glad that he's all the nice things he said about me. He don't do nothing else. I would have got up here sooner if I was home ready. I got some stage now, about to be all y'all. No, man, but I'm definitely excited to be here. We are going to take a little break real quick, and I'm going to come back up. And so for you that are guests in the room, for those that, how many people here seeing this for the first time? Or guests? Right? How many people here see this as an opportunity to get involved? All right? I don't care how much you do. I'll be honest. I'm going to tell you why. Because we miss so many paradigm shifts, it's insane. And the reason I know we keep missing paradigm shifts is because you're here with me. Right? The people that have it, they're not in this room. Because they took advantage of the opportunity. Hey, if you're hurt, move your feet. I'm going to find a mistake on anyway. Because when you think about the music industry, right? How many people here remember 8-track tapes? Oh, yeah. Y'all know that forever. No, so I remember my granddad had an Eldorado, right? We stayed in LA, and he would cruise Cadillac Eldorado, right? And he would put that 8-track tape in. I thought we were cool, so you go on the block. I think I was about 6 years old. And then I remember the vinyl records, right? And then I remember the cassette tapes. Yeah, right? I got my ass was severely over 2 short cassette tapes. Never played that in the house again, right? And then I remember my senior year. That was my 5th year. No, that was my 6th year. So look, I remember 1996, skipping school, going to the mall to get Tupac's All Eyes on Me, double hit CD. And stood in line to get it. Right? I got one for that one too. My mom didn't care if I was 19 until high school. She was gonna get it. But then I remember a gentleman by the name of Sean Parker was playing around and came up with something called Napster. I don't even remember Napster.
Yeah.
Right? And when he came up, just because he wanted to get free music, right? And his discovery changed the music industry forever. That's a paradigm shift. Right? How many people remember when they CDs and vinyl records and 8-track tapes at now? Right? They don't even put a CD player in the car no more. That's how they like, it ain't coming back. Right? I'm gonna put one in mine, baby. Let's take them back. But honestly, when you think about it, how many people capitalize off that paradigm shift? No, exactly. Most of us do. But most of us, when a paradigm shift occurs, the vast majority of us get in front of that opportunity as consumers. Right? How many people here remember VHS cassette tapes? Taking out a Blockbuster, right? I thought Blockbuster would be here forever. You never told me. On Friday night, I would be giving me a Blockbuster video, the second choice, because the first choice was always gone. You know what I'm saying? I still got some tapes I never took back. They should have bought Netflix when they had the chance and they got their money back. But then, we went from there to DVDs to Blu-ray. I mean, we thought DVDs was the end all be all, right? We thought we had a ride, right? We were like, man, we are in the future, the Jetsons, we out here. Right? Where your DVD players at? Right? I can't even get to the movie theater. I can't even get to the movie theater fast enough before the movie stream. I just get dressed and go downstairs and pay $19.99, right? Let's just forget it. It ain't nothing happen. But how many people took advantage of that? What about digital currency? When I first heard about Bitcoin, it was from a friend of mine that I played football against in high school that was actually played for the Minnesota Vikings, and he introduced me to crypto. Bitcoin was $9 a coin. And he said he was going to invest a few $1,000s. I said, I'll invest a few $1,000s. And then I said, well, how many coins I get? And he said, we haven't figured that out yet because it's digital. I said, man, you crazy. I went everywhere and back to try and kick my own stuff in the air. I would have been a billionaire. A billionaire. $10,000 invested back then, I would not be having this discussion today. Right? I wouldn't even know Catapult what they covered. But the thing about it is, this is the biggest thing that's transpired in U.S. history since Prohibition. How many names on those bottles have created generational wealth? Right? Do we frown up at a restaurant when somebody next to us at the bar orders a drink? I don't think we sit at the bar that don't drink, order water and watch the game. Don't complain about me drinking. The thing about it is we can't visualize sitting at a restaurant next to somebody that smoking weed because we still been programmed as offensive. But in 10 years it won't be. And once again, 10 years from now, if we have another 10 years, we'll still be the consumers, right? I got my whole day. I got mine. It's a Snoop Dogg right in the back. This is phone right here, right? And so, a lot of you pay to do this, don't do that. Now that's my guy back there, man. I'm about to make a lot of money in this industry. To see him in the room is another reason I know the day is shit. When you start to see leaders pop up that made 7 figures in the industry, right? It's happening. And that's what's happening right now. Right? There's meetings like this going on. I got a little frustrated when I got here today when we had the corporate Zoom going on, right? Then we had this Zoom going on, and then I had something else going on. And I thought about it. I said, well, this is what I asked for. Yeah. Right? So I came back. You saw me smiling because I realized, I said, man, let that gratitude start operating. Right? You want to be in multiple places at multiple times while people are buying these products. That's just an opportunity to do so. I don't care if it's $1,000 or $10,000. The legalization of cannabis is only going to happen one time. The only decision you have when you walk out of this room is whether you be a consumer or a producer. That's it. You're going to consume or you're going to produce, or you're going to watch people do one or the other or both. Right? Just like you watch people get rich in the music industry, you watch people get rich in the movie industry, you watch people get rich in the sports entertainment industry. I don't play sports. Those people getting rich right now from sports booking. that never played sports a day in their life. I know a guy right now in Vegas makes millions of dollars doing sports booking, right? He could kick a soccer ball, take it to his foot. I know a lot of people in this room probably ain't 420 friendly. But I know a lot of people that don't eat dog food who got rich off Purina dog chow, right? Don't drink gasoline either, but I'll take 7-Eleven right now today. All the slurpees you need. Because I know it makes money. All right? How many people here know that cannabis makes money? 100 billion, he just said it. He said $100 more billion is going to transfer hands in the next few years. All right? And so now that you have the information, and I believe information is new money, what are you going to do with the information? What are you going to do with the information? So if you're guessing in this room, try to make a decision. And we're not going to be mad. You're going to walk out of here a producer or a consumer. You got to live with that decision. I don't. Right? Because we get paid over here a lot of money. I made my decision 14 months ago. You got to make yours. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a break, but we're going to give away some free, how many want some free products? Come on up here, Ron. I was at home in Dallas last week, y'all. Had about 47 people in the room. I'm like, we'll be back. Some of them here today. Yes, we are. We're better than that. Here we are. Got some more people in. Yeah. About Dallas people in the building, right? And so, we're going to do with some free products. Let's do it. I want to see the first thing that bought them. If you bought more than 2 guests, you got 2 guests, stand up.
Okay, 2 guests.
You got more than 2 guests, stand up. Nobody. You got more than 3 guests. Go ahead.
Facebook username.
Okay, so you give me your nice. You're going to put it out in your back office.
Hold on.
I'm not going to remember that username. You see this one? No, man. Congratulations. Now she's going to get $50 sitting in her back office. Guest to sign up on the registration list.
Who got this? Who got the list?
Who got the list?
She's right on track. Who was there first?
It gotta be a guest too. You came up to us.
Dr. Roman Thiel was the first.
She's not the first guest. Back in the back.
Angel Scott,
No, she's a rep.
Afton, Augie.
Hey, those 2 back here in the corner were. Those 2 was the first guest. That was the first guest right there in the corner right there.
Oh yeah, people that was in here, I forgot about that.
That's my guess.
Nice.
Who came the farthest?
Who came in today the furthest from Dallas?
Ohio? Everybody can be Ohio. Come on up here. I can't believe it. Right? Everybody. All y'all can't believe it.
She wants that pen.
I'll take a shot.
I want that whole bag of motion.
Thank you.
Last thing I'm gonna ask, we're gonna take a break when we come back to train. I wanna make sure that the guests get their question answered, get back to the person that invited you, circle with your guests. And we got Reggie Franklin, we got Easy, we got some regionals in here too that can answer those questions. So I didn't know if you're a guest and you signing up, you get in the business, right? Stand up. I wanna know. Be bold about it.
What?
And we're going to be back. We're going to be back at 12:35. 12:35, we'll be back. And as soon as we start, we'll get something else away. When we start getting away, we're going to get brain.
Nice meeting you, brother. Andy Brown.
All right. Okay, Cowboys.